Hi, beautiful mama. Welcome to your strong prenatal flow. My name is Katrina, and it is an honor to be guiding you through this class during a precious and beautiful season of your life. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button to support this channel. Thank you. I appreciate you. For today's flow, grab a pair of yoga blocks, a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you could use your sofa cushion, anything that's going to help support your seat and make things a little bit more cozy, and a blanket. Of course, you can always modify yourself throughout this practice, and you can always return to this practice no matter what trimester that you are in on your journey. And just for some disclosure, I am currently on my first trimester, so I'll be on this journey with you. So grab a hold of either a block or your bolster and find a seat. You could sit cross-legged, you could sit on top of your shins into a hero's pose. You just want to situate yourself so that you and baby are as comfortable and supported as you can be in this practice. And before we drop into our opening meditation, you will hear me say the cue, hug your baby in, which is a core activation through your breath. And what that will entail is that we'll inhale through our nose, we'll exhale out through our mouth, through pursed lips, almost as if you're blowing out through your mouth. And as we exhale, we're going to engage our pelvic floor upwards. And the sensation is almost going to feel as if you're holding your pee midstream. But as you do this, you're going to feel as if your core, your deep core muscle, the TVA, transverse abdominis, is hugging your midsection, hugging your baby in. This is a very, very amazing core stability exercise that you could practice every single day throughout your pregnancy, as well as in your postpartum period. This will also prepare you for the delivery of your precious little bub. Find your seat, close your eyes. And take a moment to simply connect to the natural rhythm of your breath. And I invite you to even place your hands to connect to your baby. Visualize only the best possible outcomes. Tuning in to the beautiful soul that you are growing within you. And we'll take 5 of the belly hugging breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through pursed lips. Engage your pelvic floor. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through pursed lips. Engage your pelvic floor, feeling the pelvic floor lift up, up, up. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through pursed lips. Engage your pelvic floor. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through pursed lips. Engage your pelvic floor, feeling your pelvic floor lift up. Hug your baby in. Release and relax your hands onto your laps, or keep your hands onto your belly. Open up your mind and open up your heart to the frequencies of unconditional love and unconditional non-judgment to flow through. And set an intention for your practice for today. Let it be a gentle intention. Acknowledge how beautiful and how powerful you are for growing beautiful life and allowing new life to flow through you. And blink your eyes open. Take your right arm out wide. Cross your right thumb across your right palm. Internally rotate your right arm bone. Press your right shoulder blade down and roll your right shoulder blade back. Drop your left ear down to your left shoulder, and starting out with some gentle nerve flossing for our shoulders, our wrists, our elbows, our neck. Begin to sway your head forward and back. Go very, very slow and gentle here. Breathing in through your nose. Allow yourself to take up as much space as you need. Give yourself the permission to be as big as you wish, as you choose. Lower your right arm down. As you reach your left arm wide, cross your left thumb across your left palm. Internally rotate your left arm bone. Pull your left shoulder blade down, and then roll your left shoulder blade down your back body. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder, and gently move your head forward and back. With nerve flossing, we're always looking for a gentle sensation. We're not trying to find the deepest sensation here. We're simply just creating the slack and mobility into our peripheral nervous system to simply allow us for greater range of motion, relieving tension that you may feel sometimes from your neck to your shoulders, all the way down to your wrists. And again, give yourself permission to be as big as you wish. Lower your left arm down. Reach both of your arms up and spread your fingers as wide as you can. Gentle activation for our wrist flexors before we get down on our hands and onto our knees. So spread your fingers wide and then close your hands as if you're forming a fist. Then open, close. We're going to be doing this for about 10 more seconds here. Feeling the arms activate, building strength into the wrist flexors. And go ahead and release that. Make your way and take your time as you make your way onto your hands and onto your knees for tabletop. You could always place the blocks underneath your hands. Move your knees wide, creating more space for your belly and for baby. Circle over your wrists, gripping the earth towards you. Place weight into the inner lining of your hands. Switching directions. Find stillness into tabletop. Inhale to press your shoulder blades in towards each other, lifting your tailbone up, eyes look up for cow pose. Exhale, round everything down and in for cat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, find your cat. Inhale. Inhale, find your cow. Exhale, cat pose. Round your spine. Return into tabletop. From here, kick your right foot to the outside of your mat. You could bend your right leg here, but I want you to really ground into the earth with your right big toe. Sway forward and back, opening up your pelvis. A wonderful movement to really create stability into your pelvis and opening up your inner thighs and inner groin. Bring your right knee back to center as you step your left foot to the outside of your mat. Again, really ground down through that left big toe mound as you shift forward and back. Feel free to bend your left leg as you sway. Feeling the sensations of the inner lining of your left leg opening. Bring your left knee to meet your right leg. Step your right foot to the very back of your mat and sway forward and back, maybe even drawing circles with your right ankle. Listen closely. Open your left leg out like a door, and we're going to move into a side plank modification. Roll your left shoulder blade down the back body, hug baby in. Feeling the lengthening of your right side body, let it feel good. On your next breath in, slowly lower your right hand down and just step your right knee to meet your left. Step your left foot to the very back of your mat, sway forward and back. Option to draw circles with your left ankle. Use your right leg as a kickstand to open your right leg up. Turn your chest towards the left side of your mat for a side plank variation. Left arm could reach up overhead or up towards the sky. It's totally your choice. Hug your baby in. You could even feel your TVA hugging and creating that strength and stability into your deep core. Slowly lower your left hand down, return into tabletop. Step your right foot back. Hug baby in. Then we're going to lift our right leg up for 5 rounds. Again, you can use the blocks to support you here. Hug baby in. Engage your right butt cheek as you lift your right leg up. Lower down, lift up, lower down. Engage your full right leg so that it's not the spine arching back to get you there. Awesome. We're going to take this into a bird dog. Take an inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, hug your baby in. Lift your left arm up, lifting from the left shoulder, not necessarily from the left hand. Then lift your right leg up. Lower your left hand down and walk your right knee to meet your left. Step your left foot to the very back of your mat. Engage your left leg fully, starting from the bum, the left butt cheek. 5 lifts and lowers with your left leg. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, hug baby in. Lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower your left foot down. Bird dog. Reach your right arm up, lifting from that right shoulder, and then lift your left leg up, engaging from your left butt. Hug baby in. Lower your right hand down. Lower your left knee down. If your blocks aren't underneath your hands, go ahead and move them there. And we're going to walk our knees wide. Internally rotate your legs, so meaning step your feet to the outside of your mat as your knees point towards the middle of the mat. Gentle shifts forward and back. Pushing off through the blocks. And this is a wonderful movement to help prepare you for the delivery of your baby, helping us open up the pelvis in the most optimal way. Step your feet closer and shift your hips back into a child's pose or puppy pose. Two more breaths here. Slowly roll your spine forward. Press off onto your blocks. Tuck your toes behind you. Inhale through your nose. On your exhale, hug baby in as you lift your knees to hover away from the ground. Then begin to push off through your arms as you send your hips towards the back of your room. Find your downward facing dog and feel free to adjust your downward facing dog by walking your feet as wide to give space for you and baby. You can even place your arms out wider under the blocks. And the blocks are really great for bringing the ground closer to us and creating more space in our spines. Bend your legs in downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Elevate your shoulders towards your ears. On our next inhale, we're going to take a couple of small steps to make our way into a forward fold at the very top of your mat. So take your time as you walk your feet up towards the top, keeping your legs wide in your forward fold, moving the blocks to its highest setting, and that is going to help support you. And as you fold forward, create room for your baby, and imagine as if there is a piece of weight that your back is resisting against. Halfway lift, inhale, flatten your spine. Exhale, fold. Slowly strengthen to your feet. Press down into your feet, bend your legs. Roll yourself up to stand. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus open through your arms, pushing your hips slightly forward. Return to center. Weight onto your right foot as you rise up onto your toes, onto your left leg. Slide your left foot to the very back of your mat for high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Slowly lower your left knee down onto the ground. You can always place the blanket underneath your knees to support your knees here. Strengthen to the legs once again as you rise on up into high crescent lunge. Shift your weight forward, hands on the blocks to support you, into a crouching warrior. Crown of your head reaches forward to the top of your room. And at the same time, can you energize, like our bird dogs earlier, energize from your left butt cheek. Step your left foot lightly with control to the back of your mat. And rise on up into high crescent. Sink your hips in. And place your hands onto your right thigh as you slide your left foot forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus open as you drive your hips forward. Weight into your left foot as you spike your right heel up. Slide your right foot to the very back of your mat, high crescent lunge, reaching your arms up skyward, driving through your right back heel. Lower your right knee down with control. On your next exhale, rise on up into high crescent. Place your hands onto your blocks. Shift your weight forward. Lift your right leg up. Strengthen to the right glutes, energizing through your right leg. Crouching warrior. Inhale, lower your right foot down to the back of your mat. Rise on up, high crescent. Place your hands into your left thigh to support you as you slide your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, reach up, get taller. Exhale, cactus open. Spike your left heel up. Slide your left foot to the very back of your mat for round 2. Inhale, high crescent lunge, sink into your hips. Lower your left knee down for Anjaneyasana. Push down into both feet as you rise on up, high crescent. Hands onto your blocks as you make your way into crouching warrior. Take your time in this. Go at your own pace. Lower your left foot down to the back of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up, high crescent lunge. Look how strong you are. Hands onto your right thighs as you slide your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus open. Let this feel like a moving meditation. Inhale to spike your right heel up. Exhale to slide your right foot back, high crescent. Lower your right knee down with control, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, high crescent. Place your hands onto your blocks as you make your way into crouching warrior. Lower your right foot down with control, high crescent. Hands onto your left thighs as you slide your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, reach up, get taller. Exhale, cactus open. Spike your left heel up. Slide your left foot to the very back of your mat, high crescent. Lower your left knee down with control into Anjaneyasana. We rise on up again into high crescent. Place your hands onto your blocks, crouching warrior. Lower your left foot down with control as you rise on up, high crescent. Hands onto your right thighs as you slide your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale to sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus open. Spike your right heel up. Slide your right foot to the very back of your mat. Reach your arms up. Find freedom. Lower your right knee down with control, Anjaneyasana. Lift on up, high crescent. Shift your weight forward, hands onto your blocks, crouching warrior. Lower your right foot down with control. High crescent, rise up. Place your hands onto your thighs as you slide your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus open. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, move your feet wide. And close your eyes as you spin the palms forward into Tadasana. Option to close your eyes. Option to place your hands onto your baby. And take a moment to simply ground. You could practice hugging baby in. Take a moment for deep connection to your baby and to yourself, Mama. Acknowledge how strong and powerful you are, how nurturing, intuitive you are. And blink your eyes open if they were closed. Walk your feet a little bit closer. You're going to slide your left foot to the very back of your mat. Open your arms up into Warrior Two. You have an option to place a chair underneath your right leg to support your right leg. And Warrior Two is amazing throughout our pregnancy journeys to prepare us for our delivery of our precious loved ones. Strengthening the inner thighs, strengthening the legs, strengthening stability and space, reaching your arms wide. Holding this for just a moment. Option to flip your palms up and relax your arms. Slight bend into the arms. On your next breath in, straighten your right leg, reversing your warrior. Lean back slightly, reaching your right arm back, back, back. Bend your right leg. As you place your right forearm down onto your right leg for side angle. Take a breath in to come into star pose. Point your right foot to the wider edge of your mat. We're going to repeat that same sequence facing the back of your mat. So left foot points towards the very back of your mat. Arrive into Warrior Two. Reaching out equally through both arms. Option to flip your palms up towards the ceiling and bend your arms just slightly. Straighten your left leg, reverse your warrior, lean back slightly. Bend your left leg as you lower your left forearm down onto your left leg, reaching your right arm up and overhead to side angle. Push down onto your big toe mounds. Inhale, rise on out of it into star pose. Bring your blocks, take your blocks in front of you for a wide leg forward fold. Stay active in your wide leg forward fold by engaging your inner thighs. Three more breaths here. Push down onto your blocks. Click your heels slightly in. And make your way into a goddess pose. Option to place your hands onto your belly. We're going to take 5 of those belly hugging breaths here. Again, strength into your legs, spreading your knees out wide continuously. Inhale. Exhale out through pursed lips. Hug baby in. Lift the pelvic floor up. One more breath, you've got this. Click your heels out, hands onto your blocks, fold forward. Bend through your right leg or bend through your left leg. This could be really nice for opening up your hips and opening up your pelvis. Everything that we're doing in this practice has the intention to help prepare you for your delivery of your baby and for postpartum. Keeping a strong body, strong mind, strong spirit along the way. Press down into your blocks as you halfway lift to inhale. On your exhale, move your blocks to the very top of your mat and step or slide your left foot forward. Bend your left leg. Press your left hand onto your left block as you turn your chest over to the right wall, reaching your right arm up. Gentle twist here. Creating the mobility in your upper back body. Allow this to feel nice. Lower your right hand down. Press into your right block with your right hand. Bend your right leg. Twist towards the left. Eyes look towards the left. Keeping an open twist, leaving lots of space for baby. Big inhale as you return to center. Walk your feet out wide and begin to sway to the right and sway to the left. Take your block on the lowest setting, middle setting, or highest setting as you sit and find a passive squat, malasana. You could drive your elbows into the inner lining of your legs. And I invite you to simply ground here and breathe. And perhaps your hips feel more open and at the same time more stable here. On your next inhale, go ahead and sit onto your bum and windshield wiper your legs. Focus on creating a tall spine as you move through the internal and external rotation of your hips. Maybe even dropping and holding it for a little bit. Great release for your pelvic floor. grab a hold of your block and make your way onto your back, or you could skip this completely if being on your back doesn't feel comfortable. You're going to take your block in between your legs. It could be in the lowest setting. You could spread it wide. We're just using the block to create some feedback for our supported bridge pose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, hug baby in. Press your legs into the block as you drive your hips up. Lower your hips down. 4 more just like that. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, drive your hips up, squeezing into the block. Lower your hips down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, squeeze into the block as you drive your hips up. Lower your hips down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through pursed lips as you drive your hips up. Lower your hips down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, hug baby in, squeeze into the block as you drive your hips up. Wonderful. Lower your hips down. Set your block off to the side. Rock your knees to the left and to the right. Grab a hold of your bolster and your blanket. You're going to use your blanket as a pillow for our Savasana, while you keep the bolster in between your legs. Lay onto your side. You can place one hand onto your belly. Close your eyes and allow yourself to melt into your Savasana. Take these moments to forge a deep connection to your baby. One of the most amazing things about being pregnant is that you're never alone. You always have your baby with you, wherever you are and wherever you go. How amazing does that feel? How comforting and reassuring. Allow yourself to visualize the smoothest delivery for your baby to arrive in this world. Acknowledge how powerful and strong you are for carrying life. Take as much time as you need in your Shavasana. Feel free to stay here for however long you choose. Dear Mama, it's beautiful to support you in this amazing journey that you are on. Always know that you can return to this class whenever you need it, for any point of your pregnancy. I'm wishing you auspicious blessings in this beautiful season of life. Thank you for your practice. I bow down to you.